Hey everyone, welcome and good morning to Amazonet's Raw Daily episode 99. Almost there. We are almost at 100 episodes. I'm very excited for this tomorrow. But today we're going to talk about CPCs, cost per click, A couple of thoughts I had on this because I'm reading very often things like, oh, my CPCs are too high, CPCs are increasing, and so on and so forth. And while this may seem true, and maybe it is true that CPCs are increasing, the essence of the message is wrong. And I'll tell you why. When somebody's saying, hey, CPCs are getting higher and higher and higher on Amazon, that might be technically correct, that the CPC value, the number of the CPC, is going up when compared to previous years. But when you look at a CPC, it's not about the actual value of the number. So $1, $2, whatever. When it comes to CPC, the most important thing here is CPC as a percent of your selling price. So I explain you why. CPC as percent of your selling price. And I'll explain why that is. Imagine you sell a $30 product and you pay $1 CPC. Now the next year you pay $1.50 CPC. If your product stays at $30, your CPCs have increased, so has your CPC as percent of your selling price, because you're now paying these 50 cents more from your margin. But hear me out. What happens on Amazon, and what happens in not only on Amazon, everywhere around the world, is prices are going up. This thing is called inflation. Inflation means the value of your money is worth less year over year. And depending on, the different price increases, the value of your money is more or less. Over the last years, we have seen huge price increases, meaning huge inflation rates across various factors. Amazon was also part of this inflation spiral because at some point in 2022 or 2021, the prices of shipping containers were super expensive. Very, very high expensive. Prices of buying goods and so on and so forth. Everything went up. Now, what most sellers did, and with most, I mean almost everyone, they raised their prices. Now, if you raise prices, you can also raise CPCs if your conversion rate is the same. Imagine you have a 10% conversion rate. That means for every 10th click, you're getting one sale. Now, let's not talk about PPC and organic share and so on and so forth. Let's just say, let's just look at the total PPC picture. Only PPC. Let's not look at how sales influence organic rankings and so on and so forth. And let's say I have a 10% conversion rate, and this is the same more or less throughout the years. Now, with a $30 product and a 10% conversion rate and a $1 click price, a $1 CPC, I have to pay $10 in order to make a sale, right? So 10 clicks multiplied with $1 click price is $10 spent on a $30 sale. Now, when my CPCs are going up to be $150 and have the same conversion rate and the same price, then obviously I have to pay $15 on a $30 sale. This would mean I have much higher spend ratios. My acres would be higher, and my efficiency would be down. My profits would be down. But what if I increase my product prices by let's say $5, from $30 to $35. $5 would be, how much is that? I know, let's say 20%. I don't know from the top of my head. 30 divided by 6, whatever. No, 100 divided by 6. So we increase it by $5, and my CPC goes up these 50 cents, and I still have the same conversion rate with 10%. Then I pay $15, $1.50 multiplied with 10 clicks, $15, but I have sales on $35. So my ACOS has changed, but eventually has changed in a different way. So all of that to say, it is needless to say that CPCs are going up, because that's the nature of our capitalist world of inflation. That's the nature of how money has behaved over the past 100 years or so. Prices go up, and with prices going up, also the prices for your clicks will go up, because naturally, let's say you always aim for 30% ACOS target, or 25, or whatever it is, 20. When your prices are going up, you can naturally also pay a higher CPC if your conversion rate stays somewhat the same. And if you're not doing something completely wrong with your products, then they should somewhat stay similar. Obviously, there's more to this equation than just like your conversion rate. Obviously, it's also about how is your organic rankings looking like, how is your competitors looking like, and so on and so forth. So it's not that easy to say, but it's the essence of what I wanted to talk with you about today is I don't like the statement, oh, CPCs, kind of a negative flagged statement. Hey, CPCs are going up year over year. That's kind of the old tale. Every expert or consultant will tell you, hey, CPCs are going up, CPCs are going up, CPCs are going up. We need to do something about it. You need to be more smarter with your money. And while that might be true that CPCs are actually going up, it's maybe less a problem than what you think, because the CPC can be an output factor of your price and your conversion rate. And with that, it's very much influenced by the prices of your products and the conversion rate. And it's not like an input factor, so to say. So think about CPC developments always also with price developments. If a whole category is changing prices and from 25 it jumps to $30 on average, then you'll naturally also expect a CPC increase there, because with more dollars you made, you can make or invest more CPCs. And one last thought: PPC is not only the only sales impact, as we said, organic rankings and so on and so forth. So just the price alone is not defining the actual CPC in the end. It is the price combined with your share of PPC sales and organic sales, and your willingness to capture market share as well. So if I have a PPC to organic share of 50-50, I might be able to spend more on my CPC than somebody who is having an 80% to 20% split from PPC sales to organic sales. So it's all relative, so to say. And with that, don't get caught off by sayings of CPCs is too high. CPC is always somewhat a product of your sales price as well. Obviously, if you have a high ASP, higher average selling price of $200, your CPC can naturally be higher than a product which only costs $20. If your product is a high repeat purchase item and you're just getting the customer into your, let's say, into your brand, then eventually your CPCs can be higher, and so on and so forth. So CPC, my CPC is too high, just as a saying, or your CPCs are getting too high, this is for me completely wrong. That's not nuanced enough to tell a story. The story has to be my CPC as a percent of my ASP compared to my competitors, and my share of organic and paid revenue, and my willingness to either gain market share or maintain or whatever. So the story needs to be much more well-rounded told here when we talk about CPCs. All right, this is some thoughts from myself on CPCs. With that, I'll send you into the Monday. Have a wonderful day, and hear you tomorrow on Tuesday for episode 100. Take care. Stay curious. Bye-bye.